Hey everybody, welcome to the next video for tips and tricks, and we're going to start looking into trapping for Jason, starting with the basics. And if you have not yet, please check out my other videos dealing with counselor trapping. There's 3 different videos dealing with the single traps. So since we did that, we might as well do some for Jason, because Jason's got to have some fun too. And hopefully some of you beginners will get some things out of this. This is basic trapping, places you should know to trap starting out, and let's get started. Okay, first thing, I gotta say this, that traps are great. I love trapping in Friday the 13th. It's a lot of fun since day one. I love it. I don't care if it's a counselor, but as a Jason, I love it as Jason as well. And the reason why, first thing, I can damage or kill a counselor. Let's say a counselor's running from you. They're not looking because they're looking behind, stepping in a trap. Okay, well, say it was Vanessa or Bugsy, they're real fast, or even Chad. Well, now you're limping, so easier to kill. Or they just step in it and kill herself. Well, that's one less counselor I got to worry about, so they're great for that. And now, number 2 reason that we love traps is you can scare off counselors. What I mean by this, and I've played a lot of games, and I've seen this a lot of times, you'll come up, there's a trap sitting there, counselors will look at it, and they'll have the gas in hand. There might be 2 or 3 of them. They'll just drop everything and run off. They won't even try it. It's kind of funny, though, because they're messing around. They could have already got it in, and it just scares them off. Now, if you're a counselor, don't be scared of traps, guys. There are easy ways to take them out. Just don't do it. But if you're Jason, it's great. All right. Also, signal where they are. What I mean by this is, say you got some of the more stealthier characters, like, AJ, and LeChoppa's a little stealthier, and you're over here fighting all these others, and you're like, wait a minute, where's these people at? Well, they're over sneaking behind your back and trying to fix a car or a boat, and all of a sudden, you hear a trap go off, chink. Well, they step in your trap. Ah, that's where you're at. Well, now I know to go get him. Now I know where that little stealthy sucker is. And 4th one, it buys you time. And what I mean is for your rage or specials. This has to kind of coincide with scaring the counselors off. Basically, let's say they're sitting there messing around, trying to figure out how to get past this trap. Well, let's say I've morphed somewhere, and I got a slow Jason morphing or whatever, or I haven't got my shift. Well, while they're doing that, I'm getting my rage built up, and or I'm getting my shifts back, or I'm at morph just because they're standing around. Great for that, too. Okay, now this Jason, he's not the worst Jason, but when it comes to traps, he sucks, guys. He only has 3 traps. Yes, only 3. Devs, if you're watching this, please give this guy some more traps so he can be a lot better. But this is probably the worst Jason. So what do you do with these 3 traps? Well, let's look at number 1. Go trap the phone box. Okay, so Jason's going to morph over here to the phone box. Place a trap. Make sure it's real close to the phone box, guys. Don't leave you a gap in there. And put it in front of it. Now, he's double trapping. I will go over double trapping later on. But main objective, trap it. Make sure that they don't call the police, because we do not want our counselors escaping on us. Okay, number 2 is the power box. Now, there's usually 3 boxes on a map. And the one I want you to trap is the one that powers the radio tower that you call Tommy for. So you walk, find it, find the boxes next to it, take it out. No power there, they can't call Tommy. You'll see the lights go out in the house, you know you've got it. If you're fast enough, a lot of times you can stop them. So you want to put a trap there, because the counselors will be looking for this power box and trying to fix it. And we don't want that. Okay, 3rd and final, car or cars. When you go on a map, you usually have 2 cars. You have a blue and you have a yellow. Now, the yellow car is for 2-seaters. The blue car is usually the 4-seater. And the first thing, we're going to shift over here to the yellow car, and he's going to run around. He's going to trap where they put the battery in. And usually when you walk up to it, it's the right side, right corner there. Put it close to the car, stop them from putting that battery in. And of course the gas is on the other side, and just put it by the tank. Now I'm going to trap this tank, but I want you to notice something. The hood's down, guys. Now this was early on in the game, so I went there. I heard the battery messing around, And so I went ahead and did that. Now, normally, now these are offline bots. Most people are not this stupid. So offline bots standing there putting gas and all, they should be running. But if you go up to a car, the hood's down, and for demonstration purposes, just think the hood's down, but you put the trap by the driver's side door, right there at the handle. Because if you come up, you see the hood's down, it's not very early in the game, odds are they probably already got the gas in it. Don't waste a trap. Just go ahead and put it by the door. That way, you don't have to worry about it, because worst thing you want to do is trap over the gas, and they've already put it in, and all they were looking for was a key, so they just drove off. Also, if you're limited on traps like this guy is, my advice, if you have 2 cars and you have to do anything, just trap the blue car, because I'd rather have 2 escape than 4. Okay, some final thoughts, things to remember, guys, take away from this. First thing, Jason's traps can only be used once. He's not like a counselor who can just pick it up, keep reusing it, reset it. And so when you lay them down as Jason, that's it. Where you put it, that's where it stays. If it gets taken out or triggered, that's it. So remember, treat these things like gold and be smart with them. Okay, 2, listen and be observant, guys. And I have it in quotation. It probably is the most important skill in this game, period, hands down. I don't care if you're counselor or Jason. Use your ears, pay attention. Like with the car, you saw the hood was down. That's being observant. When you walk and when you're fighting somebody, all of a sudden you hear, gas being spilled. Well, they're either putting it in the boat or the car. And pay attention. These 2 are the most important weapons you got in this whole game. You got to remember, repeller makes a sound when they mess up. When they put a battery in it, it makes a weird sound. The hood on the car is down. That's being observant. Just listen and look. 3, know you Jasons. And I'm not just talking about the traps, but I'm talking about their specials too. In regards to trapping. 1, let's see here. Sackhead's got the most traps. Then you got Part 9. He's got the least amount of traps. So I know what I got there, and I got to work with. So I plan out where to trap. 2, if I pick one that's got a lot of, a high map morph, okay, I might take a little more risk about doing 2 power boxes or something like that, because I got that. Or I might morph to a certain place. Here's a car, I trap it. Well, right over here, 1 house down, there's the phone box. Well, I'm not going to shift, especially with this Jason that's got a slow map morph. I'm not going to do it, guys. You just pay attention to what you got on your Jasons. 4, counselors will tank your traps, guys, or use pocket knives. If you're playing a counselor, if you got a pocket knife, you can do it quietly, take out the trap. And what I mean by tanking is, if you build your counselor a certain way, you can walk in a trap and just take off. Not even a big deal. Maybe you take 2 or 3. I got a couple of, hell, my Tiffany can do it. I got her set up a certain way. But people have played for a while. They know how to tank them. They're not scared of them. It does happen, guys. Number 5, this is not a step-by-step. So be flexible, because trapping varies. When I say, number 1 was box, number 2, power box, number 3, cars. Guys, that's not 1, 2, 3 steps. It varies. It also depends if you're fighting against a Jason killing squad, because when I do that, I may not even trap a car. I got other places to trap, because I'm worried about what they're up to. I got to stop them. So be flexible. You may, decide to do the car first, then the phone box, then the power box, whatever. But be flexible, because it will change sometimes from game to game. You'll have to readjust your usual plans and adjust for accordingly to the group you're playing against. Okay, number 6, do not worry about trapping the boat. Now, there are exceptions, but in general, trapping the boat is a waste of traps. You try to trap it, there's the docks. Well, they can go around the trap, guys. And if you try to trap them to block them in there, well, they just hit the water real quick and go up on shore. Most time I found, even with the slow water Jasons, I can morph ahead of the boat and get them. So, as long as I hear the boat, sometimes you don't, but as long as I hear the boat start something, I keep checking that, I can get them. So don't waste your traps on the boat. Like I said, there are exceptions. I've done it, but I know where to use them at and what to do with them. But do not worry about the boat. Don't waste them. Just worry about the cars, the phone, and the power. Alright, if you're trapping the power box first, guys, do not do more than 2 before moving on. What I mean, okay, say you're playing Sackhead. He's got that super fast map morph. You know, I'll try 2 boxes sometimes because I go to one house, this ain't Tommy's, and I go to the next one, it's not it. Okay, by this time you've already wasted too much time. There's already probably found a fuse, the battery, gas. Guys, get started trapping. Don't waste no more time. Actually, even 2 sometimes is too much, but don't waste your time. Get back on track. Oh, and one more thing, guys. I apologize. I forgot about this. I meant to put it in. When you hear a trap go off, check your map as Jason. You should see a little red icon. And now with the older updates, it used to be you didn't show this, but it does now. You'll actually see your trap has been set off, guys. So that way you're not looking all over the map. Well, which one got set off? Now you know what got set off. And that makes it a heck of a lot easier when you're Jason. Alrighty, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope this helps a lot of you out. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will try to get back to you as quickly as possible. This is one, and I do have a couple more coming out dealing with Jason's traps. And I got a couple of fun ones coming, don't worry. But I wanted to get the basics out of the way. And if you got any tips, tricks, something I'm missing here, please leave it below too. It's fine. You know, I mess up too. But I want y'all to have fun with the game. Please enjoy it. Anything I can do, y'all want me to cover or look at, I'll be more than happy to. Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Tips and Tricks video. This is me juking around Jason on the PC. Met some guys there, had some fun. We went around Jason. But in this video, I'm going to continue with Jason trapping and show you guys how to double trap. Alright, so let's get started. And first off, so why double trap? Well, number one, your counselors will get trapped 99.9% of the time. And they're not going to slip around if you do it right. And that's not including pocket knives. And what I mean by this, if you lay it out just all crazy, all around the place thinking you got it, every once in a while, especially players like me and some other players I know, we will find a way to slip in between your traps. So it's not worth it. And like I said, you only using 2 instead of all 6 or 7 or whatever how many traps you got, guys. Number 2, it's going to save you time. Once again, if you're sitting there laying a couple of traps down there, you're wasting time. You need to get them traps down, move on to the next objective. You don't want to be wasting too much time, guys. Just drop your traps and go. Stop those counselors. Number 3, your traps are not wasted. Worst thing you can do, like say you got the one Jason only has 3, which I think is part 9. You don't want to be wasting your traps, guys. Number 4, this gives you extra protection on important items such as, you know, the phone box, the power box that powers Tommy's radio so he can't get called. Okay, number 5 spooks off most players. Guys, I've seen this plenty of times. See counselors walk up to one trap, they'll tank it, then they walk up and see this double trap. And they're like, "I'll forget this." And they'll throw down a fuse and just take off. So, yeah, it does spook off quite a few players. Okay, so I'm going to show you a typical way Jason starts out. He throws this down, throws another one down. But look right here. I could slip right through there, use my pocket knife, still opening, and I could get right in there. You would never know I was there, guys. Do not do this. Waste of traps. Now, a guy named Tommy86 did a very good video on this. You should check out his link below. It went into great detail. But watch this. The girl tries to bypass. She's going to take the first trap and try to bypass the second one. But watch. When she nails down, she steps right into it, guys. You can't bypass it. You're going to hit both of them. But do check out Tommy86's work on this. He did a very good job, guys. Now, also, just remember, this does not work for your standard animations because you're not kneeling down. So trying for the battery or the gas on the cart, just don't do it. Okay, the first method we're going to talk about is what I call the side method. Now, here in this example, I walk up here with old Sackhead. Now, look here on the right. Your trap has to be lit, guys, before you can place down a trap. But what you do is you just walk up to the side, put your thing down, come around real close to it, and you want to lay the second trap right beside it. And you also want to make sure they're in a straight line, guys. That fuse box, and get that first one as close as you can to the fuse. Okay, the second one is called the combat stance method. So let's teleport over here, and we are going to walk down to this power box. Now, little note, when you take this out, do not step back. Immediately just put down your trap, guys. Should be lit down there on the bottom so you can place it. Go into combat stance, back up about 3 or 4 steps. Back up till you see that light, and then place down your second one. That simple. And once again, should be in a straight line. Okay, number 3, this one's called the center method. I see pros using this one in tournaments, but you want to walk up here. Hey, look here, I found the Tommy house. Walk up here to another power box. Once again, don't step back after you take the power out. Just place your trap. And what you're going to do is you're pretty much going to stand in the middle of the trap, guys. That's what you do first, okay? And you just turn around. If you want to use combat stance, go in it, back up, make sure you're in the center. Just place it straight down. See? Still in a straight line. And you can do it a lot faster than that. I'm doing it real slow. But another way, hit it. Place it down. Make sure you didn't back up. Stay in the middle. Turn around if you have to. Boom. Just place it down. You can do it this way. A little quicker on that. But this one I see pros using a lot more, and they don't use combat stance. Sometimes they use the lazy method, which watch right here. Take it out, we don't back up. Put the trap down. And basically I just like run off the side and hit the middle, turn to the right, throw it down. See, I'm lined up. Boom. There it is. And that's all you have to do. And you do this a little bit more and more, you'll get them. And excuse me while I go kill this guy that just shot me, and I was trying to demonstrate. You're ruining my video. But do practice these guys. You will get faster at them. The last one, like I said, the pros use it, and they'll put the trap down, turn around, just put it right down. 2 seconds, they're gone. And so that you might want to be more efficient with. Do try the other 2. See which one you like. And sometimes it's situational. I'll swap off when I'm playing. But hope this helped you guys out with the traps. Double trapping is a good thing. You will get used to it. Now, on the note, it will not stop. It does not mean, you know, that nobody's going to tank it or anything. People still tank it, guys. But it will give you a little extra layer of protection. And like I said, it saves you time. You won't waste your traps. And you know what you got there, okay? Alrighty, guys. So that's the end of this video. I will be back with another traps video for Jason. I'm getting into a little more thinking outside the box traps. One of them is actually pretty fun, which I think you'll like. If you got any comments, questions, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe, help our channel grow, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I apologize, this video should have been out a couple months ago. Sorry, I've been very busy at work, but got around to finishing this, and we're going to continue with our Jason trapping, and basically it comes up to take Sackhead for here. He's got a lot of traps. There's a couple of Jasons that do, but after you've trapped all your objectives, you know, you got the car trapped, you got the phone box trapped, you got the power box trapped. Well, I got extra traps. What do I do with them? Well, you could go back and double trap everything and trap all the way around the cars, you know, trap the door, trap the gas tank, make sure nobody gets it, you know, knock yourself out. And, you know, you may be on the map with a boat. Well, I still got extra traps. So let's give you some fun ideas what to do with these traps. Okay, the first fun one we're going to do is the trap your shack. And this is basically for your Jason killing squads and people like to come grab your sweater. So you run up here, properly place it right smack dab in the middle. All you got to do is go in combat stance, walk up to the edge on your baseboard, pop your trap down. That's all you got to do. If you're kind of even more worried about it, walk up there, put one on the left, one on the right, double trap. So that's one idea you could do with them. Alright, number 2, high traffic areas. And these are where frequently visited and ran through areas by your counselors you're chasing. Take this bridge, for instance, at Pinehurst. Put it right in the middle. People run over this, you're chasing them, not paying attention, they'll run right over that trap. Snap. And let's go over here to front of the house. Houses are pretty good high traffic areas. This front door right here, high traffic area. Throw it right in the middle. Boom. That's all you got to do. And like I said, this ain't for competition or something. Make sure you got your objectives already done, but these work. I've used them. And I used to be against them, but trust me, they do work. I've had them work plenty of times. Oh, thank you, Chad. Thanks for proving my point, dumbass. And see, just walk on in here. Hello, Mr. Chad. Goodbye, Chad. But yeah, high traffic areas can be an asset too. Okay, landmine. All right, what a landmine is. Basically what this is what it sounds like. You are place a landmine of traps. And where this came about, a group I used to play with, we all got into the Jason killing zone, as it said. But we killed each other too. Now, we did not discriminate. If you was in there, it didn't even matter if it was a teammate. We were killing. But what we found out as we started doing it, our traps used to change. We had to actually reevaluate how to do our traps. So if you're playing with a group and you're 100%, this is a Jason killing squad, well, here's your one idea. And yes, I have personally used this a couple times. It does work. So as you see here, I'm trapping around the trees, wrapping around the bushes, put them like in the middle if I can. Hard to see. And this is on Packernack, and there's a wooded area. Just find you a nice little wooded area. What you want to do, if you got a couple of these people chasing you up and down, they're beating you, you want to act kind of timid. You're going to have to bait them. You have to be smart. Now, hopefully they don't figure it out. And say you run in front of that house, there's that street, comes down the middle of the road. Well, run down the middle, throw some knives and everything, kind of keep baiting them. Make sure all the, get the powers out. It's kind of dark. And you pull them up the hill. And just remember where you put your traps. Kind of make you like a pathway where you know where it is, so I can run back and forth. And when they start coming after you, they start coming up the hill. Well, one of the things about fear is, by yourself, away from light. You notice there's no light right there next to those woods. Also, they start getting hurt when they hit those traps. So now they got fear. Now they're stumbling. Hopefully they don't have double med sprays. If they do, well, that's a whole different issue. But you can disable a few people. You may even kill a few. Mess them up. It's a trap. I've had a buddy, I showed it to him. He used it, saved him. He carried them out there in the middle of the woods. They were chasing him, thought they had him. He baited them, got every one of them. But landmine actually does work. But usually about 2, 3, 4 traps, these works pretty good. But you have to be smart about this. Orchard at Pinehurst, this is another good one. See all these trees? It's hard to look. Even with Jason, it's hard to see. Pop them next to a tree. Same thing, if you got a Jason killing squad, run them through the trees. And if you want to, use that tree to the left. You just kind of turn around. See where I come out? Just make you a mark. But any wooded area, as long as it's wooded area, you need it away from the houses to make this work, because you want these people isolated, you want them separated, you want them hurt, limping, everything. If they're coming after you, this is what you need to do. Another good place right here at Pinehurst, and I'll turn in here and show you in a minute. We use this on a glitch, but this little hill right here, look at all this coverage. Got leaves right there. Place you a couple traps. They chasing after you. Run up through here. Start trapping these people. And trust me, after a couple of these traps, they'll be hurt and limping. And I've had Tommy be limping. Just turn around and kill him. And they had my mask off, so I got lucky with that. But yeah, I made it work. Not going to work 100% of the time, guys, but when you get it to work, it's very satisfying. But that's one idea for those Jason killing squad. Okay, body trapping. Honestly, this is one of the funnest ones. I'd saved the best for last. And the way this works, and fix kill the girl, she's got the gas can. Not a big deal. And I start walking away, and then you'll see what I'm fixed doing. Fix turn around. I'm going to go back to her and actually put a trap down, and I'm going to kick her body over the trap. And before you laugh, this does work. I've used this several times. And it's better if you put it over in the wooded, the leaves area, because it camouflages it better. But reason why this works, and you're guilty of it too, most of you listening, you can't help not walk by a body and kick it. You just can't help yourself. And to make this even more enticing, make sure when you kill somebody, make sure they got an item like a fuse, gas can, or battery, because it'll show up on the map and everybody will run over. They'll kick the body. Bam, trapped them. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching. That's just some fun ideas. Like I said, it's not for competition. It's just for fun stuff. It's a couple ideas. If you got a Jason killing squad, it might save you. Try them out. Have fun with your friends. And one little thing also, anytime you're playing Jason, I'm going to throw a little extra in here. Make sure you always save at least one trap, because you never know when you're going to need it. But anytime I play, I always try to save at least one trap. You'd be surprised how many times that one little extra trap will save your hide. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Got any comments? Leave it below, and I'll talk to you later.